What's up, pups? How you guys doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Today's video is going to be somewhat of a rant. I've been really wishy-washy on if I wanted to talk about this subject or not because it's a pretty touchy subject. But I finally decided that it's something that I really want to discuss and I feel very strongly about. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. So take this as a pre-warning, if you will, that I might anger some of you out there. Nerd girls, geek girls, any type of girl that likes anything to do with geekery or nerddoms. Where to start? Okay, so originally I came across a video done by Albin Wonderland, I think is her username. She is the super pretty girl with pink hair. She made a video talking about fake geek girls. When I first saw the video, I completely disagreed with her in every possible form of disagreements. And honestly, it was mostly because I've just had a lot of bad experiences with genuinely fake geek girls. And obviously later in this video, I'm gonna let you know my stance on fake geek girls, and I will give you my explanations and my points and real life situations because I have plenty of real life situations. And in fact, what inspired me to finally make this video after I told myself I was going to, and then I was like, no, it's a little bit controversial. I'm not gonna make the video. It's just gonna cause people to get upset. And then I had a situation happen to me on Facebook, and I try not to let things bother me because honestly, there's nothing you can do to change someone's opinion. If they feel strongly about something and you feel strongly in the opposite direction, most definitely you guys are not going to agree, so it's better to just let it go. That's my mantra. I just say, who cares? If you can't change it, don't worry about it. So when this situation happened on Facebook, it kind of changed how I viewed Albin Wonderland's video, and I'm going to explain why. So before I tell you guys what happened, I should let it be known that this chick I'm about to tell you about, I'm not friends with her on Facebook. She is friends with one of my friends on Facebook. So we have a mutual friend, we are not friends. Case in point. And I'm not name dropping anyone because some people might not want to be broadcasted to the interwebs. That's cool. So my male friend, whom this girl and I are both friends with, posted a status about how he was angry that Star Wars, the saga, is sold out online unless you want to pay $200 for it. And he made a comment, "Thanks a lot, hipster girls who think Jar Jar Binks is amazing," or something like that. Okay, already I'm getting flustered already talking about it. Chill out. It's over. Chill out. I hadn't commented on it because I was really contemplating whether I wanted to comment or not. I have a big issue on my personal Facebook. Pretty controversial person, and I don't even realize that I'm doing it. A lot of the things I say, people just don't agree with me on, and Facebook is a breeding ground for arguments, so I was like, I'm not gonna comment, even though that kind of irks me that he would say something like that, because why is it just girls that have to be buying it, and that's why it's sold out, and why do girls have to be like jar? It's irrelevant. What made me finally comment on his status is that there were 4 or 5 girls that were commenting on his status saying, "Oh my god, I know, it's so annoying, all of these fake girls who think it's so popular now to like Star Wars. Oh my god, how dare they, don't they know that we're the original ones that like Star Wars?" And so I decided to comment on his status, and I said something along the lines of, why is it just girls that are buying it and that's why it's sold out? Guys buy it too. You can always just watch it for free on Spike TV. Who cares? No one really responded to my comment, which is fine. But you know how Facebook works, and you still get notifications when people post. So I kept getting notifications of people commenting on his status, and a couple girls continued their elaborate "why do other girls like things I like" conversation. And one of the girls said, "Oh, well, I'm just tired of girls liking Star Wars because it's trendy and they want guys to like them." And another girl responded to her with, "I mean, I have a Star Wars tattoo, so I really like Star Wars, but I also didn't just get into Star Wars last year." I don't get it. I literally sat there not understanding. So I commented on the status again and I said, I don't understand. What would it matter if someone liked Star Wars for 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, or 1 month? If they feel the need to get a tattoo of it, who cares? Let them get a tattoo of it. Is it affecting your life directly? No. Who cares? If they want to do that, if they want to put something on their body forever that says, "Hey, I really like Star Wars," who cares? Who cares? Let him do it. And the girl responds back to my comment and says,
actually, it is a big deal because those girls are only doing it for attention.
how do you know? How do you know they're only doing it for attention? Did they tell you? Did they tell you that they're only doing it for attention? I don't understand. I once again said, I don't understand your logic. You're telling me that it's not okay for someone to just get into Star Wars. You're telling me it's not okay for someone to just get into Harry Potter. You're telling me it's not okay for someone to just start watching Doctor Who. Who cares? People get into things at different points in their life. And just because they didn't start liking it when they were 5 years old doesn't mean that they're not allowed to start liking it now. My mind, blown, you guys. I can't see the logic. So the girl and I are going back and forth about this because I just didn't understand her logic. And she tells me that I'm giving her stupid answers and that because I'm getting defensive, I must be one of those fake girls she's talking about. I don't need to solidify who I am to anyone. Let me just say that first and foremost. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care if you think I'm fake. I don't care if you think that I am liking something to impress others. I really don't care. And I'm not talking about you guys who are watching these videos, because for the most part, people who watch my videos, if you've been around long enough, you know who I am. It's really hard to be fake on camera when you're in a room like mine. And I say that because it is easy to be fake on camera. You can totally fake who you are, no questions asked. Like, it's really not that hard. But I'm pretty confident that you guys know who I am as a person because I'm pretty open with you guys. I film in the midst of my room. Do you really think that I would go out and buy everything that I have just for the sake of not looking fake in front of videos? No, I've told you guys countless times in past videos who I am, what I grew up doing, how many brothers I have, how I've been inspired to do the things I do. My whole channel is based off the fact that I accept that I'm a geek. I accept that I like the things I like, and honestly, I don't care if people think I'm fake. So for this girl to say to me, oh, she must be getting defensive because she's one of the fake girls. Okay. So I wrote back to her, I don't really have to explain to you who I am. You don't know anything about me, you don't know who I am, you don't know what I like, you don't know my background. So for you to automatically assume that I'm fake just shows that you, my friend, are not a nice person, and that's fine. And I ended my conversation on that status because I was done. Like, there's no point in me arguing with someone who's going to try to backlash on me and say that I'm fake just because I'm trying to stand up for other people who get into things. Like, regardless, I took myself off that status. Someone else started fighting the battle, I guess, for me. Someone who agreed with me and agreed with what I was saying. And I didn't get nasty with the girl. I didn't get rude. I was just trying to simply explain to her, like, it's who does she think she is for saying who is a fan and who's not a fan. Like, there was someone else who commented on that same status, and it was a guy, and he said something along the lines of, oh, if you're not aware of who Hammerhead is and the droid that was in episode 5 in the background of the cantina, you're not a real fan. That's what he said. First of all, stop it. Stop it. Because no one can tell another person if they're a real fan or not. They cannot. You cannot tell someone if they are a true fan or not, and you cannot give them ultimatums and stipulations that make them a real fan. Sorry, you can't. You can't sit here and say, if you don't know that droid's name and that cantina, of that scene, of that book, of that comic book, if you don't know this guy's name, you're not a real fan. Well, guess what? I don't care what you think. I don't care who you are. I know what I like. I know who I am. And that's totally fine. I don't have to explain myself to anybody. I don't feel the need to explain myself to anyone because I'm comfortable and I know who I am and I know what I like. And no one can tell me any differently because they don't know me. Hands down. So I guess where this all comes into play, now that you guys know that story, is that that whole situation got me fired up about something, and it made me go back and watch Alban Wonderland's video again and realize that what she was saying is really true. Like, a lot of people try to tell other people how geeky they are, how geeky they aren't. And they try to say, no, you're not a real fan. You're not anyone to judge who's a real fan of something. You are not. Who are you? Are you the president of the geek club in the world? Are you the president of the geek club of the universe? No, you're not. Stop it. It's not fair. And it is true. Like, and a lot of girls do think that they are better than other geek girls because they have tattoos, or they have tons of shirts, or they have lots of decorations, or they studied Wikipedia all night and they can recite verbatim what happens in the book series after episode 6, whatever, I don't care. Like, that's fine. Everybody's at different levels of like what they know about a subject. That's fine. That doesn't gauge your level as a fan. And that's what I don't understand. Like, I don't sit here and make videos for you guys and like show you everything in my room and be like, oh my god, so I have like 20 Star Wars figurines, which makes me a level 7 Star Wars fan. Who cares? I just don't understand. I don't get it. So yes, I went back, I rewatched that girl's video, and I have to say I agree. I have to agree with her. Like, there really are bad stipulations in place for female geeks. Like, even, like, it's not just girls that are doing it to girls, it's guys that are doing it to guys too. Like that guy who said, if you don't know this person's name, you're not a real fan. I just don't get it. Like, it's so, like, why can't people just be content with what they like and leave everyone else alone? And if you run into someone who likes things that you like, shouldn't you want to like engage with the person and talk and be excited and be like, wow, we can talk about this? Coming down from the subject and looking at the other side, yes, I definitely think that there are fake geek girls out there. There are. Hot Topic has made a breed of person who go and buy Star Wars shirts and Doctor Who stuff and all different types of fandoms, and they buy them and they wear them, and they do that for attention. Abso-freaking-lutely. There are girls out there who do it for attention. Do I think all girls do it? No. I definitely disagree. I don't think all girls do it for attention. Do I think that these girls make it hard for girls like me and other girls who really do enjoy these things? I definitely do. Because that's why these stipulations are now in place, because there are those fake people out there who do that. And there are. You can tell me there's not, but there are. There definitely are. But, and this is where my whole who cares concept comes into play. If there are fake girls out there who are doing it for attention, why do you care? Don't let it bother you. They're going to be found out. Because the second that someone who really is a fan comes across this fake person and they try to have a conversation and they don't know anything about it, they're going to be found out. They will. So don't let it bother you. Who cares? If they want to pretend to like something because they think it's cool and they're going to make more friends, let them do that. But I can promise you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be found out. They're going to get caught up in their own game and their own lie. And who cares? It's not bothering you. And then when you come across someone who likes the same things you do and you guys have a conversation and they see that you really do know what you're talking about, there's no issue. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. So anyway, so I let this get under my skin, and I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have, because I know who I am and I'm proud of who I am and I like what I like and I'm proud of liking what I like. Like, I have nothing to hide about who I am. I am myself, and that's all that matters. And if anyone else thinks that I'm lying, that's cool. You can think I'm lying, but I know who I am. My friends know who I am. A lot of you guys watching my videos know who I am because you can see it every day in my videos. So yes, that's all I have to say on the subject. So I'm sorry if there's some of you guys who don't agree with me, or I'm sorry if you are one of those girls or one of those guys that think I'm fake. That's cool. I'm not, but you're more than welcome to your opinion, and you can think that you are the bee's knees and you know everything in the world. That's totally okay with me. I'm content where I am at. I'm fine. So anyway, I just felt like sharing this story, this situation that happened to me, to let you guys know that while there are definitely fake geek girls in the world, there are also not fake geek girls in the world. And having a tattoo, or how many character figurines you own, or how many t-shirts you have, or how many movies you have, does not define you as a fan. It doesn't. Having the most stuff does not mean that you are a bigger fan than someone who doesn't have anything. You can be at the same level of like I don't know if that makes sense. If you have tons of Star Wars tattoos and tons of memorabilia and tons of everything, guess what? You can be on the same level as someone who doesn't have any tattoos or doesn't have any movies or doesn't have any memorabilia. Because you know why? Material things don't define who you are as a fan. They don't. So you can stop going out and spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on items that make you look like you're such an awesome fan. You can stop. And as a last little example, Harry Potter is one of my favorite things on the entire planet. Favorite things on the entire planet. I like Harry Potter more than I like Star Wars. I like Harry Potter more than I like most things. Do I have tons of Harry Potter stuff around my room? I mean, I have some things. I have this pillow that I got. I have a head wig. I have some stuffed animals. I have a free silhouette stand that I got from one of the movie releases. I have my books. I don't have the $500 set of the DVDs where it comes with like 30 DVDs and like tons of extra stuff. I don't need it. I don't need it to define me as a fan. I like it because of how it makes me feel inside. I like it because it's changed my life. I like it because it's just done a lot more for me than any material item can do. And that's all there is to it. Like, you have to kind of just step back and realize, like, materialism does not equal who you are as a fan. It doesn't. So that's that. Anyway, so you guys, if you have anything to say on the subject, please leave it as a comment below. I will open up the video for video responses. More than welcome. I'd love to hear your 2 cents on the subject. If you don't agree with me, tell me why you don't agree. Maybe I'll see something from your way. Case in point, I didn't agree with Alvin Wonderland at first, but then when a situation arose and happened to me, I kind of turned around and agreed with her. So there you go. Moral of the story, stop caring about what other people think. Stop caring about what other people do. Let them live their life. You live your life. You know what you want. They know what they want. Or so you think. Regardless, doesn't matter. End rant. I will see you guys in a few days with another video. Until next time, we'll meet again in cyberspace. Peace out, Trent.